everybody. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Matt.
And we're from the radio show The Machine. We're going to talk to you today about San Jose, California and the Trump rally. And what transpired after the Trump rally.
The gross displays of violence against Trump supporters.
Yeah, against people who were there just to simply support their candidate.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to play a couple short videos. The first one, we're going to break them down. So let's get right to it. Well, there you have it. A wonderful masterpiece.
I am so pissed.
Aren't we all? See, what you just saw was people literally just there to support their candidate. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And here they are walking back to their vehicle, and they come up and sucker punch them.
And that's just one of many that are out there that, you know, get sucker punched. I mean, what an honorable group of people there, huh?
Well, and you hear them, you know, oh yeah, go after him.
Bagging it on.
Apologize for the language in there, but you can hear them yell F Trump and all this other stuff. But that's besides the point. They ran up on that man intentionally to cause harm. Now, what was impressive in the video is the difference between thug and protester. One man had an F Trump shirt on. He was carrying the American flag. When that man was sucker punched, he stepped in and told everybody to back off and let him through and told him, sorry.
He was actually a protester. He was exercising his rights.
That's a protester. The other ones are straight out thugs. They're criminal thugs. That's it. That's all they are. And then in the next part of the video, you see a young man who couldn't be, what, 18, 19 years old?
At least. Somewhere.
About 5'11", you know, 6 foot tall maybe, 150 pounds on his best day. And
being herded to a corner where they could exact bodily harm to him or possibly even kill him.
He literally ran for his life. He ran for his life, and what do you hear?
Yeah, you hear clapping, added on. Get him! Get him!
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to the next clip. Let's keep this rolling here.
Yeah, you should be good.
You didn't say anything to anybody? You were just walking out, or what?
I was walking out with a Trump sign. They grabbed my Trump sign and started following me, saying I was like a racist and stuff. Yeah,
so you literally didn't say anything to provoke them?
I was just like, yeah, Trump.
And yet another example. This man was simply walking out of the building. One of them ran. He like he said in the video, ran up, took his sign, and then started following him. And then hit him in the head with what either looked like a backpack or something.
Bag full of something heavy. Could have had bricks in it.
Whatever it was, it cut the man's head open.
Yeah.
Then, of course, the police immediately asked, well, did you say something to somebody?
Doesn't matter if they said anything. That was an attack on that man.
Where's his First Amendment right?
Yeah.
To say, yay, Trump. To say, I'm for this candidate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't see that happening to, at Bernie Sanders or Clinton because, well, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but the Trump supporters are much more level-headed. They are. Plain and simple. Anyhow, the whole point of this is not how it's done. Okay? Not in the least. When you run up on somebody and sucker punch them, when you hit them and you knock them to the ground, and you and your little buddies are sitting there stomping on them, you're not protesting the Trump rally. You're not protesting that candidate at all. You're being a criminal thug. I'm going to use those words over and over again because it's the truth. How do you feel?
All I seen was a bunch of rabid dogs preying on people. Predators. You know what? You want to act like a predator? Well, guess what happens? That's when the hunters come out. That's when the guard dogs come out.
What we're getting at, what he's getting at, is eventually you're going to screw with the wrong one. You're going to corner someone, you're going to take swings at them, and they're just going to shoot you.
Because they have a right to defend themselves. And then with a mob action, I'm sorry to say, but deadly force is authorized.
And now we're not, and don't get us wrong, we're not saying, everybody who has a concealed and carry license, the second they come after you, shoot them. What we're saying is, you idiots, you stupid, stupid people are going to end up getting shot.
Yep.
Because somebody's going to not, they're not going to take it anymore. Now, as I was saying, if this happens to you and you can get away, just get away.
Yeah.
There's time to fight and hit the fence. I'm not going to use the center section because that's just wrong for this video. You get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3 F's. Fight or hit the fence.
Mm-hmm.
I suggest this time you hit the fence. But if you're cornered and you have no other choice but to defend yourself, and you're in fear for your life, well, it's your right to defend yourself. So, unfortunately, do what you have to do.
On a slight positive note, all these idiots out here doing this, you're just boosting Trump's people up even more. You're causing your own people to leave to join Trump because they don't believe in what you're doing.
Yeah, you're making him look that much better.
Mm-hmm.
And you're constantly, oh, he's racist, or he's this, or he's that. Show me.
Yeah.
Show me
Please.
proof.
Please.
What? Because he wants to close the border? Because he wants you to come in the right way? Like so many other people did? I mean, you know who can't stand the illegals more than anybody else, right? The people that came here legally.
Yeah.
I've talked to several. I got friends that are, they are from Mexico. And they signed the papers and came over here to make a better life for themselves, and they can't stand these idiots. They can't believe this is going on. They can't believe in the country that they, fought hard to get into is being overrun by stupid. And I don't like that word. I never have. I don't use that word to anybody. Usually I say, they're just ignorant. No, these people are stupid. I mean, there's no other better way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
And a little bit of knowledge for all the illegals that are doing this, because it's not just illegals. It's not just illegals. But for the illegal ones that are doing this and say that they're protesting, which they're not, they're advocating violence.
Mm.
But if they say they're protesting, I hate to tell you this, but you're not a citizen.
Yeah.
So therefore, you have no right to protest.
And all that violence that you're doing, you're just proving Trump right with what he's saying.
Every single bit of it.
Yep, every bit of it.
Every time you act, you're helping his cause. If you don't like him, fine. Stand up there with a sign. Yell F Trump. Stuff like that. Whatever you want to do. Don't touch anybody. Because you're going to come across somebody one of these days, like we've been saying, that ain't going to take it no more. And it's going to be bad. We don't want to see it come to that. So just stop. Stop being stupid. Is there anything else you'd like to add to this?
Well, besides the violence that was going on out there, I think that man that rescued that one gentleman was the only one that was carrying the American flag. The rest of them were all carrying the Mexican flag. It's like, this isn't Mexico. You want freedoms?
If you want to carry the Mexican flag, go where the Mexican flag is used. Sorry, it's just how we feel about it.
I mean, there was a lot of the burning of the American flag out there too.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's a whole other list of pissed off that makes me.
I know, I was watching it yesterday and I was gritting my teeth the entire time. And especially being where I work and watching it, because I watch the news a lot at work. Yeah.
Well, and I know what certain people are going to say when we say, you know, if we see you doing it, we're going to get that flag. I know, oh, well, you're just being just like them. You're advocating violence. No. All I'm doing is going for the flag. Now, if you feel they feel the need to attack me as I'm grabbing the flag, well, now that's just self-defense. Be prepared for an ass whipping. It's that simple. Because that flag means a hell of a lot more than just a piece of cloth. It does not represent the government. It does not represent Trump. It does not represent any of the candidates. It represents us. It represents the people. Okay? Those who've died for that flag, those who are still fighting, and those who will carry the scars with them the rest of their lives for giving you that right to do what you're doing. Of course, you have to be a citizen to have that right. I'm going to say that again. And I'm not, you know, I shouldn't have to say it this way. I shouldn't have to, you know, defend myself every time we speak.
Yeah.
But I'm not against immigration. No, quite the opposite. A lot of my friends are immigrants, first-time immigrants. Some of them I went to boot camp with. That's how they got their citizenship. I'm not against them. I'm against the ones that jump over the border, come over here, and get free health care, free driver's licenses, free food, free college, all that good stuff. We don't get it. Did you get free college?
No.
Neither did I. Dang it.
Well, you know,
Maybe we should go down to Mexico and get free college and free healthcare and free driver's licenses and stuff.
you know that this is the country of opportunity. You can have anything that you dream of if you work for it.
It's that simple. I mean, you know what they do to people in Mexico. The first offense, they throw you in prison. You come back again, oh, they throw you in prison again for a much longer time. Third offense, from what I understand, they just shoot you. I can't guarantee that. So, but that's what I've found a lot. And you know, you talk about, well, it's racist to have the border. It's racist to this, racist to that. Did you know that Mexico has a border?
Yes, I do. They have a wall.
A very large one. Yep. You know what for? To keep people they don't want in there out.
Yep.
Like the Venezuelans. So, that being said, what's wrong with having a border?
Nothing. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with it. There's a process set up in this country for people to come in instead of hopping the fence, being smuggled over. You know, you want to be here? That's great. America's here to accept you as long as you do it legally.
Yeah. Well, you know, case in point, stop being idiots. Stop being stupid. Stop attacking people. It's their right to be there. Just as it's your right to be there with Bernie, or with Hillary, or with any other of those morons. Okay? It's It's their right to be there. They're not going to attack you for being at a rally for Bernie or Hillary. So don't attack them. I think that's about it, don't you? Well, once again, I'm Brandon.
And I'm Matt.
This is the Machine Radio Show, signing off.